I did recently a Q&A on what's between a pan and a letter. And we just put it out. And Inside Chassidus just did this one. I recorded it a few weeks ago, it was edited, it was just posted, and he saw it. So he reached out to me about it, and we talked. He said, Rabbi, I don't know how to write. I have a feeling, a strong belief, and I do this myself, is that Rebbe has to know everything that's going on in your life. So you write the Rebbe letters, how often you go. It could be once a month, it could be once in 3 months, it could even be once a year. The Rebbe has to know what's happening in your life. And I always tell people, keep the letters that you write to the Rebbe, because that's your best journal. It's the place that's most honest. You'll look back at those letters and you could literally remember everything significant that's going on in your life. So I said, you have to write meaningful letters. I said, I don't know how to write. I said, so write with your wife. No, she's not going to write for me. Whatever I said to him was no good. He says, what am I going to do? I'm going to the oil. I'm like the worst chassid. So I said to him, I don't understand. The Rebbe is not interested in how bad you are. He really isn't. Trust me, there's worse people than you. He's interested in how you're going to become better. Just one thing you're going to be better at. Just one. It could be a small thing. You're going to go to a shul for Mincha Ma'ariv once a week. You're going to come to shul for Kriyas HaTorah Mondays and Thursdays. Whatever, wherever you are. But just come with one positive thing and tell the Rebbe you're going to do this. For him it matters. For him it matters. Why? Because all he cares about is that we're going in the right direction, we're growing. So today you'll do one thing, tomorrow you do one thing more. But if you spend your whole life saying, I'm no good, nothing comes from I'm no good. And he was like, wow, I didn't think of that. I can come to Rebbe with one good thing. See, if the Rebbe doesn't know who you are, if the Rebbe doesn't like you, but you're not Chassidish enough, he doesn't like the most Chassidish person because he's not Chassidish. Who are we kidding? We can be, the Alter Rebbe had Chassidim, Did the Frierdiker Rebbe have Chassidim? The Rebbe he said, my father had one Chassid, my husband has nobody. You know that story? It's a great story. The Rebbe said to someone that she knew, who was a childhood friend of the Rebbe from Australia, his name was Altois. He came here and he went to see the Rebbe, and then the Rebbe was complaining. She said to him, the Tata got ein Chassid, the man. My father had one Chassid, my husband has no Chassidim. Shmuel Altes. So he immediately said, it was 1960s, and Shlomo Kunya just got a shlichus to California. And he says to the rabbis, and he said, I don't understand. An American-born boy, and Shlomo Kunya is like a third generation American, or fourth. He's been here a long time. Raised in the Bronx, his most important thing in the world is the New York Yankees. Picks himself up, I don't know if he said the New York Yankees, but moves to California, and he's living on bread and water. For your husband. How could you say your husband has no chassidim? That's what he told her. She didn't say anything. But when he walked by the Rebbe Lekach, the Rebbe said to him in Yiddish, Adank dos Machaya gewen de Balabasta. Thank you, you gave my Rebbetzin. The Rebbe used to call the Rebbetzin the Balabasta, and she used to call him mein man. In other words, you gave her a different point of view. You gave her another point of view. The reason the Rebbe is our Rebbe is because he has this capacity just to see the good. We're growing good. We're not growing, okay. It's not it's bad, he just doesn't see it. This is the kind, he's a one-sided person. He announced it when he became a Rebbe, he made an announcement. Mine is like the Frierdiker Rebbe, the Frierdiker Rebbe already made this condition, I'm not going to see bad in the Chassidim. What a miracle. The Rebbe once said, I told this to you last week, it's a nezach of the chunta genommen nichts and schlecht. It's a miracle that it took not to see bad in people. The Rebbe told that to somebody. So, that's the perspective. The Rebbe's role is to give teeth to the Amunah, that it translates into life. That's his job. So now, the Maimer comes along and says, you think it doesn't mean you? You think it just means the Ganev? You think it means just the guy in the street who is accosting people for their purses or for their wallets or for their fancy phones? Everybody is that. And the truth is everybody is that. We all are, unless you're the Rebbe and I don't know who, Hillel Parachet, Itcha de Masmid, we all are, I'm going to use a very bad word, but it is the right word, we're all hypocrites. We're from Jews, and there's things that we just don't do, or we just don't do well. And it's not only because we don't know, or because it's too hard, it's because we've gotten into a bad habit. So the Rebbe proceeds to tell us how we're this Ganev, how we're this person who needs the Rebbe to strengthen our Amunah. Like you said, we're a work in progress. That's the important thing. The important thing is that we're doing some work and doing a little bit of growth. So let's read. Ubedakas, second line of the page of test, and in an edel way, in a fine way, Yachal kol echad ve'echad, each person is able, To find this in himself. Whoever you are, you can find in your religious life. And like I said before, I'm sitting on the airplane and I'm thinking, Chabad light is light? Are you kidding? You know how frum they are? They send the kids to Jewish schools. They eat only kosher restaurants. They keep Shabbos. There's no Chometz Nas on Pesach. They put on film every day. Maybe they daven every day. There's such a subjectivity to righteousness. On the other hand, the biggest tzaddik, your people are very, very frum, and they have weaknesses, big ones. And in their areas of weakness, they're plain not frum. In other words, they believe in the Eibush and they don't do what he says. So the Rebbe says we're almost all guilty of that. And he gives you examples.